This is great. My throat, it's out of it. But anyway, I'm going to quit whining and bring up our next comic. Folks, are you ready for more comedy? Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're going to keep this show rolling. You are going to love our next comedian. She's a favorite here at the Ice House. She's just finished a cable special called Denise Munro, My Life and Crime. She will also be here on the 19th, and I believe it's the 27th. I think there's a schedule in the sports section of the USA Today. Anyway, folks, how about a big hand for Ms. Denise Munro? Denise Munro.
You guys are good. Hi! Hi, I'm Denise Munro, and try not to confuse me with Marilyn Monroe. I know we have some obvious things in common. We both have suicidal tendencies. And we both slept with John F. Kennedy. It was a bitch getting that coffin open, but I did it! Did you have a good Christmas? Yeah, spending with your families? Yeah, that's. I got this dress from my mom. It's an Elle Macpherson. Do I look like her? The supermodel. You know, that's not the highest you can actually be is a super duper model. So that's what she hopes to be. Isn't this fun? The Elle Macpherson. Why didn't she get me something more realistic, like the Roseanne Barr line of clothing? She has one. It's at 7-Eleven. Yeah, you just eat until it fits you. It's good. This came with the Elle Macpherson line of clothing. I was going to read it to you. This is true. I couldn't make this up. I like to play even when I'm working. So do I. That's why I got fired. So I wear what makes me feel good. Clothing that's relaxed and as easy to wear as it is to look at. For working out, hanging out, or diving in. Diving, I don't know, but maybe she went in a pool with no water in it or something. For the woman with half a brain. L. Yeah. Oh God, Christmas is a very stressful time. I couldn't afford to get all my friends' presents, so I sort of severed my relationship with them on December 23rd. I'm gonna apologize in January, so it'll be okay. And I went to the beauty parlor, you know, and there's nothing to read there. There's like Mademoiselle, Cosmo, I'm Really Beautiful and You Never Look Like Me, so fuck you, Denise magazine. Wow. You know, I said to my mom, what do you want for Christmas? She goes, nothing. All I want is that you should be happy. I said, I can't do that. How about some perfume? Did you know June 21st was the longest day of the year? Did you know that? Yeah, my mother came to visit. Her favorite food is all you can eat. I used to come home and I used to hear this. Oh God. She'd be eating Haagen-Dazs. And you remember this when you were little? You could poke your eye out with that thing. Remember? Why don't they say something really scary like, when I'm old, I'm gonna come live with you. No, that's okay, just poke my eye out. She used to kiss my dad when he was sleeping, because that's the only time he'd let her. Are there any married people here? Yeah. Are there any happily married people here? No, wait. By happily married, I mean you don't sleep with someone other than your spouse more than once a week. Just you. You'll change. It'll change. I was a bridesmaid. Isn't that fun, ladies? Woo! I had to wear this hideous purple bridesmaid's dress. Ugh, I gave it to a homeless organization. But you know, they had a wedding rehearsal, and right after that they had a marriage rehearsal where the couple practiced being married. They just sat in front of the TV till they fell asleep. They sent me a videotape of the wedding, and I accidentally fast-forwarded, and I went right to the divorce. I don't want to be married, but I do want to have children, so I went to prenatal counseling. They said, repeat after me. You could poke your eye out with that thing. So I'm ready. It's kind of scary, though. Isn't it scary to bring a child into this, the way things are now? You know, there's so many things that make me mad. First of all, one thing that really makes me mad, why does our government give all of our money to foreign drug dealers like Noriega when there's plenty of hardworking American drug dealers right here in this country who need it? Woo! 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 And there, you know, there's so much homelessness everywhere, you know? It drives me crazy. We had a run for the homeless, and right before that, Donald Trump sponsored a run from the homeless. This guy came up to me and he goes, "Can you spare some change?" And I go, "Well, I'll check." And he goes, "I'm not a drug addict. I'm not a drug addict." I go, "It's not for me to judge you." He goes, "Really?" "Yeah." And he goes, "I'm an alcoholic." And he's wearing this purple bridesmaid's dress. What are the odds? And there, you know, there's all this, they're tearing down all these buildings all the time, and there's all these construction workers in front of my house, and they're always whistling at me. Like, if I look really good, they whistle, but if I look really bad, they whistle. And it's not that I mind the whistling, it's just, it's the only unconditional love I've ever known. Oh, it's just a joke. I really get lots of sex all the time. And they're tearing down a lot of buildings in my neighborhood, and I went to the city hall. I went to see my councilman. He was dressed like Henry VIII, and he's eating a leg of mutton. And I started to talk, and he said, "You know, we can't hear you. Use the microphone." So I started talking to the microphone.